These are scans of a middle-aged lady with multiple hepatic masses with a diagnosis of hemangioendothelioma. These are something of an intermediate between hemangiomas and angiosarcomas in terms of their recurrence and metastatic potentials. They're not as aggressive as angiosarcomas and of course not benign like hemangiomas. Most of these tumors are usually subcapsular in location and they also show the central umbilication, and that umbilication is usually an area of fibrosis which curiously on MRI is seen as a high signal area in the center. What is typical of hemangioendothelioma is a zoning pattern that is seen. Let me show the post-contrast study here. And what you can see here after giving contrast is there are multiple layers to this. If you see from maybe a slightly dense central zone followed by a non-enhancing rim and an intermediate signal and then a very thin layer outside. This kind of zoning pattern is quite typical of a hemangioendothelioma. Usually this is an example from literature of a cut surface of a hemangioendothelioma. You can see the central area of scarring or fibrosis, and then sinusoidal proliferation is seen on the outer layers, and that gives you the typical zoning pattern or appearance of hemangioendothelioma. Eventually all these nodules will coalesce and can form one big mass.